Namaste, and Jai Sita Ram devotees. First and foremost, we here at the Shiv Shakti Mandir would like to extend our warmest regards and a happy Father's Day to all fathers that are tuning in, and for those of you who are not tuning in, still happy Father's Day as well. Devotees, as we commence with our puja for today, I just want to start off by welcoming you all to the Mandir. Let's go ahead and get our minds focused and set, ready for service today.
स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति की स्वाति की धार, सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति की स्वाति की धार, सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। ईश सगुण निर्गुण विनाशी, माता पिता यार। ईश सगुण निर्गुण विनाशी, माता पिता यार। तोर भाई हम वास्त सदाही, तोर भाई हम वास्त सदाही, और हमें संसार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति की स्वाति की धार, सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। सनातन धर्म राम राम भावे, वेद प्रकाशन धार। सनातन धर्म राम राम भावे, वेद प्रकाशन धार। कन्नप खल्हा होतल कावे, कन्नप खंड होतल कावे, ज्ञान जगत उजियार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति की स्वाति की धार, सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। रंजन सब नर नार, रंजन सब नर नार।
Devotees, at this time I ask that we all please clasp our hands, close our eyes. We focus our minds on the feet of Bhagwan as we commence with our prayers for this morning.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Ishavasyam Nidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjeta Ma Krudha Kasya Svidhanam Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Om. Devotees, at this time I ask that we all please join together now as we commence in chanting the most powerful Gayatri Mantra. Om Akshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahmavadini Gayatri Jagat Madhar Vishwayoni Namostute Om Bolo Bhuvaswa Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodhayat Om Bhore Bhuvaswa Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodhayat Om Bhore Bhuvaswa Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodhayat. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. Devotees, as we continue on with our prayers for today, I ask we all join together as we offer prayers to the remover of mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional obstacles in our life.
as we offer prayers to Lord Ganesh.
Om Shri Ganapataye Namah. Om Yajananam Bhutaghanadhi Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palachara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvadam Om Raksha Raksha Ganadaksha Rakshatrelokya Rakshakar Bhaktanam Bhayam Karta Trata Bhava Bhavaranavada.
Om, devotees, as we offer prayers to Lord Ganesh, I ask that you continue to focus on him in your mind as we chant this wonderful bhajan together.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha Deva Mata Jaki Parvati Pita Mahadeva. लदवन का भोगा लगे संत करे सेवा लदवन का भोगा लगे संत करे सेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा एकदंत दायावंत चार भुज भारी एकदंत दायावंत चार भुज भारी मात के सिंदूर सोहे मुसके सवारी दुखियों के दुख हरत परमानंद देवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा अंधन को आंख देते कुरियन को काया अंधन को आंख देते कुरियन को काया बंझन की पुत्र देते निर्धन को माया भव से भर करो नाथ भजन करो तेरा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा जो तेरा ध्यान करो ज्ञान मिले उसको जो तेरा ध्यान करो ज्ञान मिले उसको चोर तुझे और भल जाऊं मैं किसको ए देवा कृपा करो कष्ट हरो मेरा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा माता झांकी पार्वती पिता महादेवा ओम प्रेम से बोलो गणेश भगवान की जय.
Devotees, as we continue on with our prayers for today, I ask that we all please focus our minds on the feet of that destroyer of all evils in our life as we offer prayers to Adi Shakti Durga Mata.
Om Mahadundurgaye Namaha. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bodharte Niharani Jai Sarvagate Devi कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णुमायेशब्दिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः देहि सौभाग्यम् आरोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय. Devotees, as we continue on, we offer prayers that sustainer of all things dharmic, that sustainer of all things righteous in this universe, as we offer prayers to Lord Vishnu. Om Shri Vishnuve Namaham. Om Shantakaram Bhujagshayanam Bhadamanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gagan Satrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangham Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalnayanam Yogi Bhera Dhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavamaya Haram Sarvaloke Kanatam Om Sashankha Chakram Sakiritha Kundalam Sapita Vastram Sarasirudhikshadam Sahara Vakshasthal Shobhikaustubhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam Om Prem se bolo Vishnu Bhagwan ki jai. And finally, devotees, we offer prayers to that universal Father and that universal Guru. We offer prayers to that destroyer of all evils in our life and in this universe. That we all join together as we offer prayers to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Harapurang Haurang Harunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sadha Santam Hirdayardavine Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Devotees, may we all join together as we chant Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, we offer this next prayer for those suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. May their passage be a smooth and tranquil one. Om Bhayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Gangarapate Namaha. Om Kartikeya Namaha. Om Nandishwaraya Namaha. Om Vasukiye Namaha. Om Shri Samba Sadashivaya Namaha. Prem se bol Shiva Shankara Bhagwan ki jai. Devotees, as before I hand the microphone over to our Kirtan group to offer a bhajan, this past, or I think it was last week, one of our members had celebrated a birthday. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because this particular member I know loves this particular song. I know that she will listen to it every day. And I can see the spiritualism within her grow and shine whenever she listens to the song. So Shani, this is for you. I'll hand the microphone over to the Kirtan group so that we can sing the Hanuman Chalisa.
Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukur Sudar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jasa Jodayak Palachar Buddhihin Tanu Jana
Prem se Bolo Hanuman Swami ki jai. Devotees, before we continue on with our sermon for today, I ask that we all please join together. And if you have a guru, I ask that you join together with me and offer a prayer to our guru. If not, take Lord Shiva in your mind and offer him as the universal guru as we pray. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Prem se Bolo Guru Deo ki jai. Devotees, as a continuation from last week, we ended on verse 20 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in chapter 3. And I talked about what Lord Krishna is saying to Arjuna about somebody in particular whose example we need to follow. Somebody whose saintly actions in this world is something that we should all try to emulate in order to be dharmic, to be righteous, to have that proper karma, that proper action. He says specifically in verse 20, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Karmane vahi samsiddhim asti rajanakadaya Lokha samgraham evapi samhasyan kartum arhasi Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Specifically, devotees, Bhagwan Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna, O Arjuna, there are saintly kings, such as this particular one, Raja Janak, who attains supreme perfection by performing their prescribed duties in life. Therefore, in consideration of setting an ideal for the people in general, you should perform your prescribed duties. So he's using Raja Janak specifically as an example. For those of you who may remember, Raja Janak is also one of the previous incarnations of Lord Krishna, and it's his father-in-law. It's the father of Mother Sita. Now, when you go through the Ramayana, they go through and they actually talk very specifically about Raja Janak and the kind of king that he was. He was a fair king who was level-headed, who led his people not by just giving the commands, but by also being the one on the front lines to help execute those commands. An example would be if he told the farmers that we needed to till, actually I don't know what the word is, but if we needed to move the soil, till the soil, if we needed to till the soil to get the crops ready, he wouldn't just give that order and wait for them to go do it. He would go out with a plow and a cow or an animal himself, and he would help till those fields. That's exactly how he acquired Mother Sita as a daughter. So he's saying that this man, this great king, has prescribed duties. Even though his status is as a king, he's not using that status particularly to hold over people, to say that he's better than people. He is getting his hands and his feet dirty. He's at the front lines of everything, always helping out what his people are performing. Always making sure that his kingdom is succeeding. And that's what made him such a great king. That's what made his kingdom, his lands, his area prosper, because he was a level-headed leader. He was a leader who led by example. But Bhagwan Krishna goes on to state a little bit more about performing these actions and how it relates to us. He goes on to say, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama
Shri Krishna Sharanam
यद आचरति श्रेष्ठस् तत् तदेव करो जना सायत् प्रमाणं बुद्धे लोकस्तदनुवर्तते नामे पातस्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानवाप्तम् अवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि यथेयं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रिता मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वसा उत्सिद्धयोरिमे लोका न पूर्यं कर्म चेदहं संघर्ष्य च कर्तास्याम् उपहन्यम् इमां प्रजा श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम. He says, O Arjuna, common people will follow the behavior of a great man, and the whole world will emulate the standards that he sets. People follow great leaders. They follow eloquent speakers. They follow people who they believe have an influence in their life, and they try to emulate their lives based off what those people say or how those people act. In our religion, one thing I can think of is a relationship between devotees who come to the mandir to worship Bhagwan and the pundit who leads those spiritual groups. You hear it all the time. Oh, did you hear what the pundit said from that particular Veda? Or how that pundit said we need to do our particular work? And that bleeds down through our generations. And sometimes when we get to something and somebody else does something differently, oh, no, this is how I learned it. They don't necessarily know the why, but they followed their great leader, and because their great leader did it, they're doing it too, maybe without unnecessarily knowing why. So people follow great leaders. They try to emulate them, but it's up to the leader to explain why. Bhagwan Krishna goes on to say that I have no need myself to perform prescribed duties. I'm Bhagwan. There is nothing within the three worlds I personally cannot attain, nor is there anything that I desire to obtain. Even so, Arjuna, I am always engaged in performing my own personal prescribed duties. If I ever fail to engage vigilantly in my prescribed duties, in my way of life, in the dharmic way of life, common people would certainly imitate me in all respects. If I did not perform karma, if I did not perform action, then everyone would become degraded, and I would become the cause of promoting misery in this world. In this way, I'd be instrumental in the destruction of the entire population. So Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the Absolute, the soul of the Absolute, Supreme, of Bhagwan Vishnu, who cannot attain anything in this world, nor desires anything, still always performs his prescribed duties on earth, because he knows that people watch him, people will follow him, people will do what he does. But if he kicks dirt into people's faces, if he shoves people over, if he robs people, if he takes food without saying thank you, what do you think happens to his followers? They do the same thing. They emulate what that great man does. I give you two examples in real life. The first, and you're going to have to forgive me, and it's one that I think Guyanese people may know about, is in relation to a cult and the leader that took those cult followers down to Guyana. Now, everybody followed this cult follower to the T. He was a great leader. He was very eloquent in speaking. He spoke to them in all such a great manner. But at the end of the day, his purpose, even though it was to send the souls to another area, was that he took some Kool-Aid, he poisoned that Kool-Aid, and his followers drank it, and they all died. It's a very extreme perspective, but they emulated what their leader wanted. Is that necessarily the right thing? I personally don't believe it's right for me to say that any life should be given.
like that, I don't think it's right to take a life who I know can lead a dharmic way or who personally has a purpose in this world, because all lives do. That's why we're here. So that's one example of a leader who corrupted the followers, and they followed what he did, and their life ended shorter than what it should have been, or what it could have been. But the other example that I like to give you, devotees, is the relationship we have at home. Now, I told my dad that I made part of this sermon about him, and I did. I did, because he is a great leader, and we follow his example here at the mandir. My brother, my sister, and I have followed his example our entire lives. So, the other day he took a call, and it was somebody from work frantically calling him about something that was going on. And you could hear the frantic panic in somebody's voice, but my dad didn't see the panic in it. He said, "Is anybody doing anything wrong? Is anybody getting hurt?" I don't know if he actually said this, but I'm assuming this is what went through his mind. Is everything calm, cool, and collective? Is there any need to send anybody? No. So he responded back calmly, with composure, to that person that called him. "Okay, just let me know if there's anything else we need to do. There's no issue." And then he called his boss and told him the scenario, but he worded it a very different way, in a very calm, cool, collected way. So what did he do? Two things. First is that he stayed level-headed through an intense situation. But second, he reflected his actions and his attitude onto his employee. By hearing the calm, cool, collective nature in his leader's voice, I guarantee you that employee calmed down as well. Well, if the big man says there's nothing to worry about, there's nothing to worry about. But taking it further, and this never happened in my home, but when you watch a TV show about children in school and you see a bully in that school, I guarantee you most often than not, the bully is a bully in school, because at home, there's violence. At home, there's anger. So if we teach our kids that it's okay to hit somebody, what are they going to go do when they get to school? They're going to hit somebody. This one I take to an extreme now, devotees. When we tell our kids it's not okay to look a specific way, when we tell our kids it's not okay to dress a specific way, have your hair cut a specific way, what we're impressing upon them is that that is not okay in other places at times. And thus the cycle of discrimination and judgment begins. Remember, kids' minds are like sponges. They soak up everything that they see, everything that they hear, whether they want to or not. A sponge doesn't have an option. When you put a sponge in water, what's it going to do? It's going to soak up all that liquid. So no matter what, they don't have that option. They're going to soak up whatever they see, and they're going to emulate it. Yesterday, we were playing a game called Rummy Cube at home. And we were getting to the end of the game, and my niece had a tile that she was going to put down, and then my nephew yanked that tile out of her hand, put it down for her, and in the process hurt her hand. And then in the process, she got pouty and very whiny about it at the same time. So we had to stop. Serena and I had to stop them. But instead of yelling at them, we did have some anger in our voices, of course, because we had to calm the situation down. But we asked them, what did you do wrong? How did you do that wrong? And what will we not do again? I won't yank the tile out of my sister's hand. I won't put it down for her, and I won't be impatient. For the sister, I won't get all whiny. I won't yell. I won't pout. Because I guarantee you, if that happened between Serena and I, and she yanked a tile out of my hand, or I yanked a tile out of her hand, and we pouted, it'd be, why are you being a baby for? We're 30 years old. Act like we're 30 years old, right? So we lead by example. We educate by example. We discipline by example. I was trying to think of a good analogy. Luckily, that happened yesterday, so Ashwarya and Tejas, thank you for that. But we go on to state, Bhagavan Shri Krishna goes on to state, within verse 25 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, he goes on to tell Arjuna, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Sakha Karmanya
vidramso yatha kurvanti bharata uryad vidvamstata saktas shikir suloka amgraham na buddhi bhedam janayid ajnanam karmanam josayat arva karmani vidhavan yukta samacharan prakriti kriyamanani guna karmani sarvasa aham kara vimurhatma karataham iti manyate tattva vittu mahabahum guna karma vibhagayo guna gune suvaradanta iti matva na sajjate Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. He says, O Arjuna, ignorant people perform karma with attachment to the results. Those who are wise should also work, but without attachment for the sake of leading people on the right path, so not as to disrupt the minds of ignorant men attached to the fruit of results of prescribed duties. A learned person should not induce them to stop working. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities. So what is Bhagavan Shri Krishna saying to Arjuna in this case? What he's saying is that everybody in this world has a prescribed duty. Everybody in this world is performing something. It's not up to us to stop them in the middle of that duty. It's not up to us to tell them that they're wrong. It's up to us to have a mind, calm, level head to lead them in the right direction. I think that's what a person who is great at debates does, who is great at talking does. Serena and I watched this YouTube video, and it's it's Difficult Conversations with a Black Man is the YouTube channel. And I love the way that man speaks. He's very eloquent when he speaks. Because instead of saying somebody is wrong, instead of blatantly pointing them out and saying, that's wrong, that's racist, that's not correct, that's not what my culture believes, he listens to them. And then he talks further on to say, well, this is how we see it. This is how we understand it. This is how we interpret that situation. Thus bringing that person onto his playing field rather than going down to there. There's a quote that's out there. It's a very harsh quote, so forgive me for saying this. It's a very, very harsh quote. But it says, never get into an argument with an idiot. Because an idiot will bring you down to their level and then beat you at their game. Now, I'm not calling people idiots. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that if we need to make a point, we need to make a change. We stand steady and firm to our own faith and our own beliefs. And we try to talk to those people without changing their lives at that moment. If you don't want somebody to drink that bottle of alcohol in their hand, and you smack that bottle of alcohol out of their hand, what's going to happen? They go smack you right back, potentially. Their duty at that point is to drink that bottle. But if you're able to tell them something that is wise, that is eloquent, that is influential and life-changing, they'll put that bottle down on their own. You see the difference in the two scenarios? One, I stopped them from performing that action, but very violently. And what resulted from that was anger, hate, confusion, disruption. But when you take a steady mind to that same approach, things get better. It happens all the time. I guarantee you, if I was eating a candy bar of sorts, and Serena says, you have diabetes, and she yanks that out of my hand, yeah, I'm probably going to get angry at that scenario. But she's very good about being level-headed and bringing me onto a good playing field. She says, you have diabetes. You told me you were going to be watching your weight. You shouldn't be eating the candy.
I'll put the candy down, maybe after taking another bite, but I'll do it. I'll do it. So she'll lead me on a correct path with a level head, rather than smacking that Twix bar out of my hand, right? He goes on to say that all aspects of material activity are performed by the modes of material nature, but a person whose intelligence is bewildered by false ego thinks himself to be the doer. Oh, Arjuna, one who is tattvavit, who knows the soul is aloof from the gunas and also the laws of karma, does not falsely identify himself as the doer because he understands that the sense objects are engaged in their respective sense objects. He is aloof from them. So he is saying that somebody who takes action is somebody who takes action. He's not somebody who watches other people take action and then commences to say that those actions belong to me. Again, going on the example of a great leader, my dad was having a good business talk with my niece and nephew. Was it yesterday? And he was telling them, what is the purpose of a boss? What does the boss do? And you see two spectrums of this. You see the bosses who set the vision for their employees, help them ensure that they succeed at attaining that vision, but also help let their employees grow along the way. But then you have others who set a vision, expect their employees to attain it, and if they don't attain it, they get mad at the employees, and if they do attain it, they take all the credit. And they give the employees no credit at all. For us in the working world, for me in the working world, because it's happened to me before, I will call that a toxic environment. Because I'm not learning, I'm not growing, I'm not doing any better. Now to take it to another example for kids, you're in class. Your teachers work extremely hard to put their lesson plans together, to be there every day, to teach you. Because I guarantee you, not every single child has the same mind you do, has the same respect you do, has the same upbringing you do, has the same resources you do. So therefore, a teacher has to deal with, what is it, if it's 20 kids per class for 5 classes, 100 kids per day, 5 days a week, so that's 500 times they have to interact. Whereas you have to interact with that teacher once. But the teachers themselves also have to struggle because they know that there could be something wrong with one student. There could be something wrong at home. Even though they can't prove it, they want to help the student, but at the same time, they've also got to focus on those 100 other lives that they are touching on that day. So it makes it very difficult for them. So this is my question, not my question, this is my ask of the children that are watching. I know right now you're on summer break. Maybe you're learning from your parents, maybe you're at a summer camp, maybe you're at home, maybe your Nana and Nani have given you workbooks or make you read a book every day. But it's up to us as children, as students, to understand that these teachers that are teaching us don't have the easiest job all the time. In some aspects, they're overworked and they're underpaid, but they still have passion for their jobs. If you see that your teacher is flustered, ask yourself, what can I do today to make my teacher feel better? In this sense, even though we're saying that we're not wanting to be attached to something, it is very difficult for us as humans to not be attached. What Bhagwan Krishna is saying is that we need to be aloof from that. But again, it's very hard. He's telling us that, right? And when we say something, when we say something, it's easier said than done. We say that all the time, right? I'm going to go ahead and diet. Easier said than done. I'm going to exercise. Easier said than done. I'm going to stay in one lane driving the entire time. Easier said than done. So he goes on to say that. He goes on to say, don't take credit for something you didn't do, for an action that you didn't perform, because in that sense, you are still being attached to this material world. You're only thinking about the action, and you're not doing it selflessly, unconsciously. You're not doing it so that, remember what we talked about last week, your internal happiness is always going. You're doing it so you can achieve happiness from the outside. So you aren't doing anything from within. And so that actions, physical objects, material senses, everything out there has to bring you happiness, and you can't find it within yourself. Don't become corrupt like that. Do not. But what Bhagwan Shri Krishna goes on to say in verses 29 and 30 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, as he's not ending this, as I'm ending the sermon part for today, he goes on to say to Arjuna, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna
Sharanam Mama,
Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Prakratirguna sabmudha sajjante guna karamasu tan tasnai vidho mandhan kritasnavinarchalayate mai saravani karmani samyasya dhatma chetassa nirasya nirmamo bhutva hridayasva vedathachamara Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. He says those absorbed in the three gunas become attached to sense objects. But those who are complete in knowledge should not unsettle to such uninformed and less intelligent persons. We said this earlier. If you have a belief, if you have a faith, if you have something that you know to believe is right, and you feel like somebody else is doing that thing wrong, don't go and try to change them. But also, don't falter on your own beliefs. If you believe drinking is wrong, and you're peer pressured by a group of people to thinking that drinking is right, don't give up on your belief to go drink. I had a friend in college who liked to work out. He really liked to work out, but he was a vegetarian for most of his life. He said, you know what? I see that people eat meat, and when people eat meat, they bulk up, they get bigger. So I think I'm going to stop being a vegetarian. Keep in mind, for 21, 22 years of his life, he was a vegetarian. I'm going to stop being a vegetarian to eat meat. Unfortunately, at that time, I couldn't change his mind. But I had to ask him, why would you give up your faith so easily, so steadily? Why would you give up a belief in something that was fundamental in your life just to make one change? What is having a bigger muscle going to do for you? Yeah, it'll make you stronger, I guess. It'll make you look bulkier. But that doesn't necessarily mean your life's going to be any better. You don't have to have big muscles all the time to be the strongest. Who was it? It was Auntie Sarani. She had a brother who passed away a long time ago. And I remember when they were talking about him after she passed away, they said that her brother's name was, they nicknamed him Karaila Water. Why did they nickname Karaila Water? Because he didn't look like it, but he was such a strong man. He could lift anything. Nobody would ever face the guy because he was so strong. He didn't have bulky muscles. So don't give up on your faith because some other people are doing it. Now, if you look at the studies, I wish I had that conversation now in my 30s. Serena and I watched a documentary about plant-based diets. And guess what is better for your muscles? Guess what science is proving nowadays? That plant-based diets, the proteins you get from vegetables, legumes, things that grow naturally in the earth, are better for your body. If you feel that I'm wrong, you can email me or you can text me. You can have that debate offline, right? But that's what science is saying now. That's what science says. So I wish I could have that conversation now because that would have helped me keep my friend on his path, steady to his faith, steady to his belief. So never ever give up your faith, your belief, your foundation because somebody differs from you or a group of people differ from you. I can firmly tell you that my dad doesn't do that. If Mahendra, Sue, and I say something and he doesn't agree, he'll stand to what he says, even though he may be wrong. I'm not going to say he's always right. Even though he may be wrong, he stays to that. He stays firm to his faith. And that's why I celebrate Father's Day, because I've learned from both my mother and father about being a leader,
about being a good person in this world, how to talk, how to act, but also being firm to the faith that they've instilled into me as well. Bhagwan Shri Krishna ends with this. I want you to keep your mind fixed. I want you to keep your mind fixed on this one thing. He says, I want you to keep your mind fixed on what we're going to be talking about during our next virtual Sunday service here at the Shiv Shakti Mandir. Devotees, Prem se Bolo Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. At this time, devotees will switch over and we'll have one more bhajan before we continue on or close off with our final prayers.
नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, झूठ न चोरा, क्रोध न चोरा, झूठ न चोरा, क्रोध न चोरा, सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया, सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। झूठे जग में जी ललचा कर, झूठे जग में जी ललचा कर, असल वतन क्यों छोड़ दिया, असल वतन क्यों छोड़ दिया, कौड़ी को तो खूब संभाला, कौड़ी को तो खूब संभाला, लाल रतन क्यों छोड़ दिया, लाल रतन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया। जेहि सुमिरन ते अति सुख पावे, जेहि सुमिरन ते अति सुख पावे, जो सुमिरन क्यों छोड़ दिया, जो सुमिरन क्यों छोड़ दिया, खालसिक भगवान भरोसे, खालसिक भगवान भरोसे, तन मन धन क्यों ना छोड़ दिया, तन मन धन क्यों ना छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, झूठ न छोरा, क्रोध न चोरा, झूठ न चोरा, क्रोध न चोरा, सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया, सत्य वचन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया, नाम जपन क्यों छोड़ दिया।
Devotees, at this time, I ask that we all please clasp our hands, close our eyes, focus our minds on the feet of Bhagwan as we offer these final and these closing prayers for today.
Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschita Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Mantrehinam Kriyahinam Bhaktainam Janhardanam Yatya Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Dharastu Me Papoham Papu Karamaham Papo Atma Papu Sambhava Trahimam Pundarikaksham Sarva Papo Haro Hari Om Tvameva Matascha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bhanduscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Nasato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityuma Mritam Yamaya Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Dhyao Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Aushadhaya Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarve Gvam Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Prem Se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai Prem Se Bolo Adi Shakti Durga Mata Ki Jai Prem Se Bolo Vishnu Bhagwan Ki Jai Prem Se Bolo Shiva Shankar Bhagwan Ki Jai Prem Se Bolo Shiva Shakti Mandir Ki Jai Prem Se Bolo Sanatana Dharma Ki Jai. Devotees, with this we have come to the end of our virtual service for today. I first want to start off by saying Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I know for the ones that I've come into contact with in my life, you have all been great examples, not only to me, but to your children and every life that you influence and touch. So on behalf of the youth of this Mandir, for those of us who grew up here, we want to thank each and every one of you for the way you've affected our lives and for helping us become the people that we are today. I want to give a special recognition, especially Serena and I want to give a special recognition to my father, Bolo and Biadari, my father-in-law, Serena's father, Mohan Naidu, and for Serena's grandfather, my grandfather-in-law, who is a grandfather to me, Chalia Naidu. We want to wish the three of you a very happy, wonderful Father's Day. That sermon, I was trying to figure out what I could do to make a really good sermon for fathers, and it just so happens that when you open up your Bhagavad Gita to the chapter and the verses that you're going to talk about, it guides you along the way and tells you exactly what you need to say. So great example of how dharmic ways lead us to the appropriate paths in life. But happy Father's Day to all. I hope you all have a wonderful and happy day. Beautiful day out, go for a picnic, social distance. Please remember, we're still in a pandemic. And I hope you all have a wonderful, happy, and healthy week. And we'll see you again here within our Mandir, or at least on YouTube, next Sunday. I will now hand the microphone over to our Kirtan group for one other song, and then followed by a few final and closing announcements from our president.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala
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 Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala Bhaju Murali
Manohar Nandalala
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala Bhaju Radhe
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nanda Lala.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Keshav Madhav Hari Hari Bol.
Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol.
Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Keshav Madhav Hari Hari Bol.
Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Keshava Madhava Hari Hari Bol.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala.
Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala.
Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala.
Bhaju Murali Manohar Nandalala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala. Bhaju Radhe Govinda 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 Nandalala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Gopala.
Bhaju Radhe Govinda Nandalala.
Sita Ram, dearest members, and our families from out of state and out of the country who are with us every Sunday morning to view our virtual satsang and pray with us. First, I want to wish all the fathers out there happy Father's Day. But more importantly, I hope that the Lord, who have given us life and the sustenance to truly live, hear our prayers of thanks to Him. So, on behalf of all our members, happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are here at the Mandir and those that are with us in spirit and those that are watching our live virtual satsang. I hope, members, that you and your family are all staying well and that everyone is in good health. We certainly do miss you. And as I mentioned yesterday, tentatively we're scheduled to open the Mandir back for our regular Sunday satsang on Sunday, July 5th. Next week, we will give you firm confirmation if that day will still hold true or if we have to slip it a couple more weeks based on our local leaders' guidance and guidance from the health department. I received a number of text messages and calls from some of you wanting to know if we will continue live streaming our satsang once we go back to regular puja. Pandit Avi is still working with his elder brother on a plan to stream our puja going forward. So more to come on that. Auntie Davis, I want to give you a special shout out. I know you've been watching our virtual satsang every Sunday morning, and your mind is here with us. So thank you very much, and a special shout out again to you. And we do miss you very much, and we do miss your presence here at the Mandir. So hope to see you very, very soon. Today, I want to send out the birthday wishes to some special people. Happy birthday, baby Emily. Who has celebrated her birthday a couple of days ago. So on behalf of all of us, happy birthday. And two of our more mature members in our audience that celebrated their birthday this week, Bahin Ratan and Bahin Rita. We want to give you a special shout out and say happy birthday to all of you. And as usual, our Sunday would not be completed without saying a special thanks to Pandit Avi, to Baidani, and to our singer, and also to our extraordinary producer, my daughter-in-law, Serena. So thank you all very much. We do appreciate your dedication and coming out here each Sunday so this live streaming could be a reality for all of our members and our audience. So with that said, Jai Sita Ram, our dearest devotees, and see you next Sunday at 10 a.m., same place, same time.